The nominations list for this award has not been really that long at all, because a lot of people have only fought once this year. One of them was Teofimo Lopez, though. And it wasn't completely obvious. This wasn't a year like Alexander Usyk in 2018 when he just ran away with the award. But I feel close but clear. Teofimo Lopez's victory over Vasily Lomachenko gives him really the right to be seen as this year's Fighter of the Year. I've got to address some of the criticism. It was a close fight. Some people feel it was a draw, including Terence Crawford, fellow pound-for-pound superstar. I think he tweeted after he just watched it, that was a draw. To give Lomachenko 6 rounds, I feel is being nice. It is seeing some of those close rounds, at least a couple of them, and just saying, yeah, they're Lomachenko's. I think an interesting round, and something that probably gets at the heart of the subjective nature of scoring, is the second round. There was a moment in that second round when Lomachenko had a nice little burst, and he probably landed in that burst the best punches of the round. But does that entitle you to have the round in a round you were otherwise often out of range in? And Lopez was being the busier guy, even if it was just little jabs. It's like Lopez is the one who's controlled that round, and then briefly his defences got breached and he got hit a little bit. For me, I feel Lopez deserves that round still. I felt like I'm not going to be charmed by just that little burst. Lomachenko doesn't have control of this fight just yet. He didn't control that round. Some people feel otherwise, but therein there is the subjective nature of scoring. 6 rounds though. Even if you do give him 6 rounds, just look at the psychology of the fight. Look at the story of the fight. Lomachenko's going into the last round. He's had a very good 11th. I think that was the clearest round for Lomachenko in that fight. He's going into the 12th. He's thinking, right, I know I could be behind here because I had a terrible start. I better secure this last round. No, it's Lopez who pushes Lomachenko back. He hits him to the body. He hits him to that. I think he hurt him at one point, and he definitely deserves that last round. He is making sure that he really wants to show that he deserves this victory. And even though it may have been kind of really 7-5, which is maybe how I saw it, 7-5, 8-4 at best, 7-5, he deserves the victory. He was the one who showed up in that last round, who said, right, it's anyone's fight. Here it is. What are you going to do? And the younger, fresher man, Lomachenko may have had a shoulder injury. You know, what can you do? I think Lopez deserved to win that fight. And it seems like the majority agree. I think it's more the people who say a draw or even try and give it to Lomachenko, which is really fanciful. 7 rounds to Lomachenko. I think these are the emotionally inflamed people who who find this loss hard to digest because it was close. And when there is a close fight and you're invested with Lomachenko, it is a lot more tempting to just see things a bit more in his light. So I can totally understand. But I have to give it to Lopez for that one. Against a guy who I'm still a fan of, who I want to see the rematch even though we might not get it, and who I did have as the pound-for-pound number 1. That's why it's so significant. Other than that, I only feel that the competition is Fury's amazing victory over Deontay Wilder in the rematch. It's amazing to think it was still this year because it was pre-lockdown in February. Amazing victory. It was more the performance, though, of what was so special about it, because I suspect in the years to come, the way Wilder's been talking, the way we're probably not going to get a rubber match between Fury and Wilder, that he's not going to do much more in his career. And so this isn't going to be remembered as some tremendous great victory. This isn't Ali Foreman. It's going to be seen more as an amazing performance over something of a one-trick pony. So, essentially, I don't think this is a victory that is going to age very well. Whereas Teofimo Lopez, it may have been really close. Some people may have disputed, but what he showed against a pound-for-pound number 1 guy like that, I think that is deserving in this confused year where not everyone has fought very often, of the most significant victory that happened in 2020.